Hi folks, this is Vince and Ida Lee with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to try out Cytosis. Word of warning, this just came in the mail today, and I don't want to say it's complicated, but there's a lot of rules that we're still trying to wrap around our heads, so let's just take this one step at a time. If there's any goofs, then so be it. This game is for 2 to 5 players. It's for ages 10 and up, and the average play time is 60 to 90 minutes. With that being said, we may not film the entire thing, depending on how my battery life goes. Okay, so Cytosis, based on the rules that I was reading, this is a worker placement game in that you're trying to complete these cards here. Each player is dealt a hand of 3 of these cell component cards, and then we choose 2 to keep and put the other one into a discard pile. Now there's a lot going on here. There's different card types, but again, what you're trying to do is you're trying to collect this energy over here. This is like ATP is what it's called. And for the record, the last time I took a biology class was back in high school, and that was 1996, over 20 years ago. So I don't remember a lot of things, so just keep that in mind. You've got yellow cubes, black cubes, red cubes, and green cubes. That's black is mRNA, red is protein, yellow is lipid, green is carb, and of course, again, this is ATP. But you're going to be sort of like in Lords of Waterdeep. You're going to be putting, well, instead of meeples, you're going to be putting these flasks onto these spaces here in order to perform an action, and you take that action immediately. Some spaces give you black cubes. Like if I were to put a flask on the 3 back here, I would get 3 black cubes, and then the other person takes their turn. If I put it on the 2 here, I get 2 black cubes, and so on. In a 2-player game, only, I think it was one area, I think it was this one over here, the Mitochondria, lets you place more than 1 flask at a location. In a 2-player game, you can only have 1 flask per location with some exceptions. The Mitochondria, I believe you can have 2 on here. This is fine. You guys, anyone can put 1 here, then 1 here, then 1 here, 1 here, whatever. You cannot go in a space that someone else is already in. The exception to that is if you use the gray flask action over here. You have to pay 4 ATP. You get to pick this up, and you can put this anywhere you want, even on a space that someone already is. Take the action, and then you would place your other one as normal and take that action, and then it's the other player's turn. Some other ones here. The first player spot is up here. If you were to put a flask up here, you get to take the first player marker, and you can do one of 2 things. You can take an ATP, or you can put one of these discs here on the goal cards over here. The game comes with, I think it was 5 goal cards. I could be wrong. Let me check the box. Yeah, I took, there's 2 of them that we're not using for this game. So there's 5 goals in all, and basically it's the number of players plus 1. So in a 2-player game, there's 3 goals over here. And these award you bonus points at the end of the game. Like for example, this one is protein hormone receptors. Gain an additional 3 points for each protein hormone receptor you completed this game. So, and this one is steroid hormones, and that one is protein hormones. These cards down here, I'll just use the deck. Here's a protein hormone example. So this would go with this goal here. By completing this, I would have to turn in 3 red cubes and a green cube, also pay 2 ATP, and after doing that, I get 8 health. And then if I were to claim this goal by putting a flask here, when I put a flask here, I can put this blue marker here like so, and at the end of the game, if I have a blue marker there, I can count that goal and see how many extra points I would get. You also get 3 bonus points for being the first one to claim a goal. The downside is you're telling other people what you're doing, before anyone else does. So there's that. So there's different card types in here, like I said. So there's a lot of different cards. Carbohydrates, these green bordered ones, you can play them anytime you want on your turn. They don't count as a flask or anything. You just get, like this one says, take 2 green cubes. So you just do that. You take the action. To complete a card, this is the part that's a little confusing, but I think I've got it down. Let's say I wanted to complete steroid hormone, okay? This is going to be in my hand, but for references, I'm just going to keep this here. So what you would do is you would put, it starts in the smooth ER, which is in the little blue border here. So you would put a cube here, and then one of your, this is a transport vesicle or whatever it's called, disc. You put that there. Then you put a number of yellow cubes that you have in your possession. Let's say I had 3 yellow and 1 green in my possession already. And then I would put 3 onto this disc. And then on a future turn, I would put another one here. And then I would transport all of these down here to one of these 3 spots. And then it says here I can add any yellow or green cubes that I want to this, assuming that I have any.
That's adding? I thought that was turning into.
No, that means, oh, well, no, that just means placing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, again, this is our first time. This one is turning into, like, here's a black turning into red, but this is just a green, red, yellow turning into green, yellow. So you would just put a green one here to complete this card. And then on a future turn, you put your flask here, then this moves down here to complete it. You turn in your cubes to the bank. Well, I call it the bank, but it's not really the bank. The supply. And then you also pay the ATP cost, which is 2. Let's say I had 2 in my possession. I turned them in. And then I would gain 8 health. And that might also go toward, let's say I had a goal marker on the steroid hormones over here. This happens to be a steroid hormone card, and I would get 3 extra points for this at the end of the game should I complete this, which I just did. So that's an example of how that is done, and then you get your disc back. So that's the go ahead.
I have a question.
Does
that mean that it costs 2 of these, or is that like a reward for completing it?
It's a good question. That means it costs.
Okay.
So you have to, in addition to the cubes, you have to pay the energy cost.
Okay, and that includes for the alcohol detoxification card?
Yes. That's another interesting point system. This is done a little differently. Whenever you go to do this, you would put a meeple on this alcohol detoxification. But instead of using one of these, you just pay the energy cost, which is 2 here. And it's worth 1 point. But at the end of the game, there's something on the bottom. It says player with the most gets 8 points, second most 5 points, third most 2 points. In a 2-player game, however, I believe I read that it was 6 and 3. Let me just make sure of that. I could have sworn I saw it somewhere. There's special rules for a 2-player game. All right, here we go. In a 2-player game, the player with the most alcohol detox will gain 6 health points, and the player with the second most gain 3. Okay, so my memory is... And this is the rule book, by the way. Very beautiful. You may want to take some time to read through this. This game also comes with an expansion that we're not using. So if you think this is complicated, just wait until we get to that. So yeah, this is a quick look at the rule book. And then once you get done with that, this is the virus expansion. And it goes into that. And involves dice, player boards, and some other things. I didn't read through this. I'm not even going to attempt to do that until we get a handle on this. But just know that there is an expansion, and if you want to see the components, I put them into this baggie here. Oh, speaking of baggies, the game comes with plenty of baggies, so that's good. So, yeah, this is all of the material for the virus expansion, which we're not using. So I'm just going to put that off to the side. There's more goal cards. There's these boards here. There's these tan cubes, dice. So, yeah. All right. At the beginning of the game, I think, yeah, I already said that we get 3 cards. We choose one to discard, and we keep the other 2. Take these back. And this goes back actually here. Okay, so you already chose one. That's wow, look at you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to put that there. That gets shuffled back into the deck. And then I look at my hand, and I'm trying to think, okay, also enzymes score differently. Enzymes, to score an enzyme, you just, sort of like this alcohol detox, you put it on this spot here, enzyme synthesis. You trade in the cubes that you have in your personal supply plus the ATP, and you get the bonus 3 health, whatever it is down here. But at the end of the game, you get bonus points. There's in white brackets. It's kind of hard to see, but it says 0, 2, 5, 9, 14. So if you only have one of these at the end of the game, it's worth 0 extra bonus points. If you have 2, they're worth. You get 2 points. If you have 3, you get 5 bonus points, and so on. So the more you have of these, the more bonus points you get at the end of the game for that.
Okay.
What
about the lipids?
The lipids are just like the carbs. They have that green border on the top, and that's something that you play on your turn to get extra cubes or whatever.
Oh, okay.
So think of it as a helper card that gives you stuff.
I see.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Now, the first player is the person that was most recently sick. Well, I have to choose. Yeah, no, I was in the hospital this morning. So, yeah, forgive me if I'm a little loopy and out of it. But I'll do my best. At the very least, you guys will be able to walk away from this with an idea as to what's going on here. Okay, so it's fitting that we're playing this. So let me get rid of... Now, here's the thing. Here's this, and that matches that. So I'm thinking I'm going to get rid of... The dog just moaned. I'm going to get rid of this one, even though that might help. Well, yeah, that's okay. I'm just going to get rid of that one. And we're supposed to shuffle these back in. I'm just going to put them under to save time. This is more of a practice game. Now, I'm the first player, so I get this. Now, if you ever want to be first player, you would have to put something here.
Yeah.
Okay. So I take my flask and I decide, okay, what am I going to do? Well, let's see what I need. What I could do is I can play this card right now. Just discard it. It's take 2 green cubes. I'm going to do that, and then I take my turn. This does not count as a turn. This is just something extra that you do that, whenever you feel like it. So I need these here. So I'm going to... actually, before I can... There is no spot for red. I need black. So I'm going to put one of my blue flasks on that black 3 and take 3 of these black cubes and put them into my personal supply. Okay. So now it is your turn. You get to place one of your pink... Oh, by the way, you get a number of flasks based on the number of people playing the game. We get 4 in a 2-player game. If you guys have played a worker placement game before, especially a game like Lords of Waterdeep, then a lot of this may look familiar to you. The only thing that got me, really, was the movement of cubes, like the process of putting cubes onto a disc and then turning it in down here to gain points. That's what threw me off, but we'll see. Oh, event cards. Was I supposed to put that out for the first round? I think so. These event cards, I think one is put up every round to do something special. I don't remember if I'm supposed to do that for the first turn of the game or not. Okay, the process continues until the last event card is revealed, after which one more round is played. Okay, so I guess we would do that. So we're going to put an event card. Add 1 additional carbohydrate cube to the glucose transporter this round. So that would be the what is the...
Is it the circle disc? Nobody has this.
Well, no, add 1. It's the carbo to the glucose transporter. One of these is called a glucose... What the heck is the glucose transporter? Oh, here it is, the glucose plasma membrane. So 1 green cube gets added here. So if a player were to go to this spot this round, they would get 2 on this number 2, and in addition take another green one. So you can get 3 green cubes instead of 2 this round. And let me make sure the camera's looking good here.
Okay, so now it's my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn. So you can do...
What are these 2 thingies?
Oh, that's just... Yeah, my bad. Here.
Okay, so in order to get this, I need one of these. In order to get one of these, I need to put something here.
Or you can put... This is the mitochondria ATP production. Putting one here gives you 3 ATP. One here gives you 2. One here lets you turn in a green cube to get 6 ATP.
Okay. Alright. So I'd like to get
3. There you go.
Okay. So I can grab 3?
Yeah, you can grab 3, yeah.
Alright, and then it's your turn?
Yeah, it's my turn. So I will... Oh, I'm sorry. Another thing I got wrong. The first player gets 2 at the start, and this might change what you decide to do. You get 3 at the beginning of the game. The first player gets 2, the next player gets 3, the next player gets 4, and so on. I forgot about that. So you have 3 already. So if you want to...
can I do that?
Yes, you can, absolutely.
So I can turn in 2 for 3 of those greens?
Yes. Well, you would turn in... The max you could do is 2, but you get the third one for free.
Okay.
I believe. Yeah, it says add 1 additional carbohydrate cube. I'm assuming you would get it for free. I don't think you'd have to pay for that. It's an extra one. Yeah. So I'll give it to you for free. If I'm wrong, people can yell at me. So you're going to turn in 2 of the ATP to get 2 green, plus the additional one that was on that spot from this event card.
Yep.
Okay. Let's put this here. Sure.
How many times does the event card get played?
1 per turn. 1 per round. Once we're done placing, we clean up and do stuff, and then stuff. Yeah, stuff. Okay, so...
What's that say?
4...
Oh.
Yeah, you pay 4 energy to grab 1 for free. Alright, so I've got 2 of these.
Does this count as an extra turn or something?
No, you just pay the cost, put 4 in, 4 ATP here, and then you get to play it wherever and then take your normal turn. Oh. So it's an extra turn, extra flask for that turn, basically.
Okay.
Alright, so I need to turn... Okay, so I'm going to do this. Free ribosome. I'm going to go ahead and put 1 there, and I can turn any number of black into red. I'm going to turn 3 black into 3 red.
That's the only way you can get a red?
As far as I can tell, yes.
Okay.
Unless there's some sort of card in here that lets you get red. Alright, so now it's your turn again.
Okay.
Alright, so I've got...
And I have to leave my pink flask there, right?
Yes, you do. And you get that at the end of your...
Okay. I'm going to turn 1.
1 green into 6... Look at you with the energy, ATP. At least I think that's energy.
I hope so.
Again, I haven't taken biology in a very, very long time.
I just call them, I don't know.
Rocket ships.
Zeppelin planes.
Zeppelin planes, yes.
Zeppelin spiker planes.
That's in the cell, there's tons of Zeppelins. Tons of Zeppelins. Alright, so now I will play... This starts here. So I'm going to place... Well, I'm going to do this. I put a disc there, and then I can... Oh, I guess I should have done that. Okay, this is a mistake on my part. Instead of going to the free ribosome and converting it from black to red, I could have done it on this spot. I just wasted a turn.
Oh, so there's 2 spots.
There's 2 spots where I could have done it. Here lets you do it and add it to this disc.
Oh.
That was my bad. I should have taken the black cubes. I should have instead of doing it this last turn, I should have just put that here and then converted to black and red. But lesson learned. I'll just put my 3 red here from the supply. Actually, I just need 2.
So these are basically the same things.
These are the same thing, except that there's... I think there was another spot where you needed to do this. I just don't remember where.
What do you mean do this?
I think turning something in. It might have been an enzyme or something. I don't remember what. Let's see if there's an mRNA in here. No, I know. Whenever you're turning in, say, alcohol... Detoxification, something that does not go down this chain that you just put here to complete, you need to have red cubes in your possession.
So this card requires a red cube?
Well, no, some cards do. Like this enzyme, for example. This enzyme requires 2 red.
Yeah.
You can't do that over here and complete the enzyme. You would come over here, turn black into red so that you have the 2 red in your possession. And then you would put another one here to complete this card. You turn in your 2 red that you converted here. So, okay. I know I'm confusing you.
No. I get that. How come you can't do it on that side?
I could have. I just forgot. I Should have.
Oh, okay.
Now, this, turning the black into red over here is for completing cards that are for the rough, like that go down this chain here.
Okay.
If you're completing an enzyme, however, you make the conversion black to red over here, and then you complete the enzyme here at this spot. So if you're doing an enzyme over here, if you're doing the rough ER or the smooth ER, you would move it down here and convert it that way. So there's 2 conversion spots, but this is for moving it down the path.
Yep.
And this is just for enzymes.
Okay. And for the alcohol detoxification, like those cards, that doesn't require.
I don't believe so. I don't know what the alcohol. It looks like it just needs 2 energy. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So I wasted So folks at home, I didn't need to do this. I could have just put this flask here, made the conversion, and that was it. So that's my bad. Or I could claim maybe she had an enzyme that she was trying to complete, so I blocked her. Sure, let's go with that.
Good job.
Yeah, see, I'm smart. Go me.
Go you.
Go me.
Alright, so now it's my turn.
Science. Science. It is your turn. So I put that there. So
and this just means I get to take 3 yellow?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. It's my turn, though. Right?
Yes, it is. Absolutely.
Okay. Can I do this?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So that's alcohol detoxification. You need to pay 2 energy for that. Okay, and then you get to keep that. You get 1 health, so you move up 1 on the board here.
Okay.
This is a score track, by the way. I didn't say that in the beginning. 1 of these markers, you have 3 of them. 2 of them will be for scoring goals. The other 1 will be for keeping track of your score. Puppy, do you really have to bite your nails right now? Thank you. So, what was I saying? So you got 1 point for that, and you get to keep this for endgame scoring.
Okay.
So that, because at the end of the game, whoever has the most gets 6, and then the second player gets 3, I think.
8, 5, and 2.
I know, but in a 2-player game in the rulebook, I read 6 and 3.
Oh, okay. 6, 3, and 0.
Yes, exactly. Sure. Yes, 0 to the imaginary player. Poppy, really? Do you got to bite your nails right now? You're destroying cells, dog. She's looking at me.
She's teaching us biology.
Yeah, she's teaching us biology. Yes.
All right. So now it's your turn.
Yeah. So I'm going to do. All right. I'm going to do this, and this moves down here, and I will load a green one here from my possession. So that's almost done. And then you get to go.
Okay. Okay, so can I do this?
Well, see, that's the thing. In a 2-player game, you can't occupy...
Oh, the same area?
Yeah, the same area. This counts as 1 area. So you could go here. You could take a 4. You could go here. You could take a card down here. This is free. This costs 1, 2, and 3.
Okay, I see.
And at the end of the round, once we're all done placing, in a 3 or more player game, the cheapest card is removed, like in CV, if you ever played that. And these slide to the left to become cheaper. In a 2-player game, the 2 cheapest are removed. So if this was bought by somebody, it would be these 2 that would be removed, and then this would slide over here.
I see. Okay. I'm going to... Is there any way I can block you?
Block me? Well, you could, but what would you do there?
Nothing.
Nothing.
No.
I can't do... I mean, it wouldn't work anyway. I don't have any more flasks.
Oh, yeah.
And we get our flasks back at the end of the round, so...
Alright. Well, then,
I would say, if you... This is just a suggestion. Either get first player and choose a goal, or take a card from down here. This is free. This is an enzyme that you would have to convert 2 black into red, and then come down here to complete it. This is alcohol detoxification. This is 3 free yellow that you would get. And then this is another enzyme that costs 2 red. And this is 3 energy, and this is 1 energy.
I'm going to... Oh my gosh.
Yes. It's a very busy board, but I gotta say, like, I think it's beautiful.
It's cool. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm going to do this.
Okay, goal marker. Okay, so you get this back. Now you get to choose. You get one of these, or you can claim a goal. If you know what kind of card you're going for, there's protein hormones, steroid hormones, and protein hormone receptors. There's all of those in the deck. So there's your protein hormone receptors for that, steroid hormones for that, and there we go, protein hormones for that.
And you get 3 points right off the bat as soon as you land on it?
Correct. If you're the first person to claim a goal, you get 3 points automatically. But at the end of the game, if you don't have any, it doesn't help you.
Yeah, it doesn't help.
Let's say that you had 2 goals here. Let's say you claimed the goal here and here, but you had a bunch of protein hormones. That wouldn't do you any good.
I'm going to grab an energy.
Okay. Go for it. So that's it. So now we get all of our stuff back. This is yours. Okay, and now we remove the 2 cheapest. Put them here. These move down. Okay, and then we draw 2 more. 1 enzyme and steroid hormone receptors. It starts in the rough ER. This is a red and a yellow. And 1 energy.
I forgot. How do you add in the yellow? You have to put this one?
For this card, it starts in the rough ER where you add the red. Down here, you add either a green or yellow.
Okay, okay.
And that would go from here to here to here.
Okay.
To tell where it starts, there's a little banner. Even though there's a blue on top here, there's a blue banner on top. This says rough ER, this little banner down here. That tells you where it actually starts.
Okay.
Oh, another thing, I should, in case we don't get to it, because I don't think we're going to be able to complete a full game on camera. The very bottom, some of these cards have bonus scoring on the bottom. This says +2 to others, yourself +1. So if I were to build this card or complete it, I would have steroid hormone receptors in front of me. Anytime someone else completes a steroid hormone receptor card, I would get 2 points for it. And if I were to build another one, I would get 1 point. And these stack. So if I had 3 of these, and my opponent, and she decides to build one herself, I would get +2, +2, +2, because I have 3 of them, and that's 6 points. I would get 6 bonus points. If I had 3 of these and I put another one down, I would get the points listed here +1, +1, +1, so that's 3. So I get 3 + 3 is 6. So you get bonus points. Some of these cards give bonus points. They give you less up front, but they give you more over the course of the game.
Okay. It's my turn?
Yeah, you're the first player, so you get to go first.
Okay. I will... I will grab this.
Okay, so you're gonna. Well, here's the thing. Do you have any black?
Oh yeah, that's right.
So if you want black, well, here's black.
Oh, this.
Okay. So you get 3 black from that.
Okay.
Oh wait, event. Let's do that first.
Okay.
Reduce ATP cost. All cell component cards cost 1 less ATP this round. So these are cell component cards. So if you're completing an enzyme or one of these cards, it's 1 less energy to complete. It's cheaper.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So
that one is free.
Free, basically. Yeah. But you still need 2 red cubes. But if you're...
Oh wait. You need 2 red cubes to grab it? No, you only need...
No.
Oh, okay.
Whenever you turn this in, let's say you land here to play this, you need to turn in 2 red and 1 power, or 1 ATP. But with this event, you'd only need to turn in 2 red.
Yeah. Okay. Alright. Oh my gosh, so many things I want to do. It's not fair.
Yes, I know.
Alright, I'm going to... Oh my gosh, I don't know what to do.
Just take your time. No rush.
Oh.
I can tell you we're not getting through the entire game. We're already at the half-hour mark, and we're only on the 2nd round. And we still have...
I got this.
Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah.
I'm going to... Wait. Do I have to play this first if I'm gonna play this?
Yes.
Okay.
So you'd pay 4.
I want 2 turns.
Okay.
Or 2 roundabouts or something.
2 roundabouts.
So I want.
For whatever reason, I have flashbacks of city skylines.
I want to grab that.
Okay, so you're gonna pay 3 for this?
No, 2. Doesn't it cost?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're right. Very good.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
So you pay 2. You got that one.
And I'm gonna grab 3.
3 black.
Yes.
Okay. Good job.
Oh my gosh, so stressful.
Stressful. I'm sure the developer had that in mind when he was making the game. It's so stressful. Yes.
But, so you know what I have now, right? Should I cover it up just in case you forget?
I already forgot.
Okay.
I have a short-term memory. Okay, so first what I need to do is get, I think before anything, let's do this. I'll take the first player marker back, and I'll put a goal on, what's this one? This was a, okay, so I'm going to put 1 here. So I get 3 points automatically.
Okay.
And that ends my turn.
Okay. I'm going to... okay, I'm going to do this thing.
Okay.
Right?
So that, yes, so you would put a disc down.
Okay.
And then you get to convert black into red.
How many?
As many as you want.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. As many as you need for that card, I guess. Because they're going to be discarded at the end. So you don't want to convert more than you need.
Okay, so 1 red.
Okay, so that card just has 1 red?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then that's it, right? I can't do
That's it for that, yeah. Mm-hmm. Wah wah. And then this one I'm going to...
Oh! Because it's only 2 players, I won't be able to go down there, huh?
This is a separate section. It's Golgi apparatus, or Golgi apparatus.
Mm-hmm.
This is the rough ER. This is the Golgi, Golgi.
But if I want to go down there, I won't be able to.
You can. I'm not there yet. Even though I have a disc here, I have no flask there.
Oh, so
This was left. Yeah, it's a flask. Look to see if there's a flask on that spot.
Okay.
And basically.
Okay.
I'm going to...
Damn, son.
Yeah. I'm going to grab that and take 3 power. Or 3 this. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And now it's your turn. I guess I could have done 6, but I might need that green for later.
I can't put anything here?
In a 2-player game, you can put 1 there, yes.
Okay.
So you're going to do a green for 6. Wow, look at you! Converting some mad stuff there.
Trying.
That's smart. You can convert green down here, ATP into green, and then trade it in up there to get 6. I don't know if that's... I guess it's intended. But then
That's
yeah.
OP.
Yeah, it is. But then again, you're wasting 2 flasks to do that. But hey. Okay. So my turn. Do I want to... Let's do a... You know what? I'm going to do... I wouldn't mind taking some yellow. I don't know if I'll need it ever, but just in case, I'll have it.
Would it have mattered, like,
For what?
to take that card versus this?
I could have.
So it doesn't matter really?
Hey.
But you use strategy so that I won't get
Just in case,
right?
yeah, because this also counts as that area. So you couldn't play alcohol detox here
Okay, cool.
or anything to create something.
Okay.
Because that also is part of the smooth ER here.
So, okay, so what if... Can I do this and then drag this down there?
Yeah, absolutely. And then you add any green or yellow that you need for that.
Okay, black?
Oh, black. Yeah. Oh,
Really?
wait. Black.
I can't do that.
No.
I thought you could change the black to any color you want.
No, red. Black to red.
Green and yellow then. Fine.
Wait,
What?
that's not how that... You don't turn green into yellow there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so here.
What do I put there then?
What you would need to do is you need to get yellow cubes from somewhere. My advice is get the card down here first, and then get your yellow from... You can...
So what does this mean?
That means green or yellow
To just place it?
Yes, correct. Just to place. I don't think you convert one into the other. I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I'll look just to make sure, but...
No, I thought that was a converter. I was like, yes, I get to convert stuff.
Place one carbohydrate resource or one lipid resource from their personal resource stock. Yeah, so you're not converting, you're just...
Okay, I see.
This does not allow a player to trade a carb for a lipid or vice versa.
I see.
So yeah, that's just a green or yellow put there. So you would want the yellow first.
Yeah. Give me some of that.
Give me some of that.
Delicious sun.
Lipids. Delicious lipids.
So do I turn it in now?
Or sure, why not? You're going to do it on the next move anyway. So yeah.
Am I? I have no flasks left. Does it count for flasks?
No. You can do it now. I don't care.
Are you sure? Well, I know. I just want to play by the rules.
Yeah, I mean, well,
I don't know.
It says that it doesn't count as an action. It's still your turn. So, yeah, sure. I mean, I'm pretty sure. It doesn't matter to me, but...
I know, but it matters to the book.
Oh, well... All right, let me look. You gotta make me play by the rules.
Yeah,
Oh.
we gotta adhere to the 90-minute rule.
Oh, that's gonna go longer than 90 minutes. I can tell you that right now.
Well, good.
Okay, place that. Okay, purchasing. It just goes into their hand. Sell component cards. Hormone cards. Yeah, I'm looking.
No worries.
Event cards. No, that's not it. Boost.
Alright, do you want to just say it's like a Mario star?
We'll just go ahead and do it.
Okay.
And then for the next game, because I don't want to hold up the camera and the people at home either.
It's blinking. Does that mean it's dying?
No. Well, it's always dying.
Okay.
So, yeah, go ahead and get your three. You got it. Okay, cool. And then I'll place my last flask somewhere. Okay. What do I want to do? What? I'm gonna go here, turn this. So I have to turn in 2 red and a green, which I have.
Oh, wait. Sorry. Wait.
What are you doing?
This was here. I didn't do anything.
Oh, you didn't do. Oh, okay. So go ahead then.
So
you get a turn then.
But that's weird though.
No, because I'm first player. So I go, then you go. So you have 1 flask still. So
but I went first though last round.
Well then.
Oh, I took. Wait, no. 2 turns, and then it was your turn, and then it was my turn, and then it was your turn, then it was my turn. So where?
Yeah, now it's your turn again. Somehow something got skipped. Go ahead, take your turn, then I'll take mine. That's cool.
I'm so confused.
That's alright. I mean, again, this is just for practice, so we get a handle on this.
So I get another turn? I don't remember that. Oh, you know what? This was right here. That's why. Remember?
Oh, was it? Oh, yeah. Okay,
so now it's your turn, and you're the last one.
All right.
Whew.
We almost didn't make it.
Goodness.
So I had the green and the red. I had them on the thing here, and I took it back. But yeah, it was here. This was down here, and then I paid 2, 1, 2. Mm-hmm. So 2 there. This goes in there, and you played that one. So I take this back. So I get 4 points.
Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4. And then anytime someone builds a protein hormone receptor, I get some extra points, whether it be me or you.
Good job.
All right, so that's the last flask, I think. Mm-hmm. So we get these back. Okay. And 1, 2, and then 3, 4. And that goes there. These get discarded, and we draw more.
Those got discarded?
Mm-hmm. The leftmost 2, well, the cheapest.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put a cut, but I will start it back up toward the end of the game so you can see how it all ended, and then we'll give you our final thoughts. So stay tuned. And we're back. So last round of the game, this is the round without the event card. You play through all of them and you get one final round. I've got 38 points. Idly has 26. Though it's still close, there's still those bonus points to award here. She's got alcohol detoxification, 2 enzyme cards that'll kick in at the end of the game. 3 of these steroid hormone receptor cards that she scored on. I scored mine with 2 protein hormone receptors and 3 protein hormones. And those match the 2 goals over here. So I get some points in the end of the game too. These are the cards that I've got left in my hand that I'm trying to complete before the end of this round. You've got first player, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're good to go. So feel free to...
So I'm going to go right here.
Okay, and complete
And
this.
just complete it.
Awesome. Okay, so these... Okay, two energy then. And you get 8 points for that.
Yeah, here you go, 2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There you go, look at that.
Woo!
And then these go over here.
And then I get the token.
Yeah, you get that. Transport vesicle or whatever it's called. Because science. And then, oh, by the way, folks, this is actually like one thing I didn't show you. There is a 4-page pamphlet, I guess you could call it, a big pamphlet, dedicated to learning all about the science behind the game. So if you want to learn the ins and outs of all of this stuff, then go for it. And just take some Tylenol beforehand if it's been a while. But other than, yeah, that's awesome. I like educational stuff like this. Anyway, getting back to this. So what was I thinking? Oh, yeah. So I don't know if I'm going to complete this in time. I can easily complete this right now and get this. But if I complete this, then I can add... Well, here, I can't anyway because she's got this here anyway. Yeah, I can't go there because she's already been there. So this forget that. I'm gonna get rid of this while I can now. I'm gonna put this here. It's 3 energy, 1, 2, 3, and 2 red and 1 green from my personal supply, and I get 4 health for that. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
That smooth recovery, or that smooth recovery, the one that I just finished, that goes towards this, right?
That goes toward. No, that is.
It was right.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Your steroid hormone. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, not my bad. You got it. Yeah, you've completed more cards than I have. That's awesome.
I didn't? No, I didn't.
Uh-huh.
Did I really?
Yeah, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then that enzyme is 6. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah.
But yours is like stacked. You have bonuses coming.
Yeah, I all of mine except for this enzyme are dedicated to bonuses. Yours are
all over the place.
It's
You're
okay.
gonna pass go like 4 times.
Pass go now. As long as I can collect $200, I really don't care. So I did that, and now you get to go.
My turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's not much I can do at this point. You do get some some points at the end of the game for your cubes that you have, but I think it's for every 4, 3, or 2. Let's see here. You can feel free to do your thing while I'm looking this up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's 1 point for every 4 black and 4 yellow, 1 point for every 3 red, and 1 point for every 2 carbohydrates. Doesn't say anything about ATP though. I don't know if you get any points for that.
What was the order? Like, what was the most?
Hmm?
What was it? The green was the most.
It was green. Yeah, I believe it was green. I looked that back up here.
Sorry.
That's fine. It's 1 point for every 2 carbs, every 2 green.
Every 2 green.
Yeah. So right now you've got 4 lipids, 4 yellows. That's 1 point. So getting more green.
2 for 2 greens.
Okay.
Your turn.
All right. Yeah. At this point, there's not much I can do besides aim for stuff to give me more points. For example, I might want to go here and get some more lipids so I can get 1 point out of that. And you got black, so that doesn't really matter because you need, what, 3 of I need 4 of those, I think. It was, yeah, you need 4 black or 4 yellow.
That's okay.
That's fine. And then, well, actually, it's 3 red. So you could go here on a future turn and convert that black into 3 red and get 1 point for
I
that.
could,
Yes,
unless you put something.
I can't. I don't have any blacks.
Can't you still just like block me?
No, I wouldn't do that. Even if you could, I wouldn't do that.
Aw, that's nice.
That's mean.
You could though.
That's mean. That's mean.
Does it say anywhere in the thing?
I honestly didn't catch it. If it is in there, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll do 3 yellow or 3 power.
You know you wanted to put that in there.
I don't think I could have.
Why?
Unless I could have, but that's just wasteful. A and B. I'm not gonna. I'm not a jerk.
That's how you play the game, though.
Oh, I see how to. So you would do it to me. I'm just saying I would.
How far behind I am.
You're not far behind. You're not far behind at all. Look at you.
I'm pretty far behind.
Nah.
I'm like waving on the other side of the board, going, "Yay, wait for me."
There's nothing else to do besides. I'll take a free card, but it's not gonna. If I had a green, I could have. Yeah. Well, I couldn't have played it anyway because okay. So that's it. I'm out, and you're out too.
Yeah.
Okay. So now I'm just gonna put these back because I don't have anything for this. So end of the game. I don't get any enzyme bonuses because I have 1, but it's 0 at the bottom here. For having 1, it's only 0 points. You have 2 of them, so you get 2 points, right? 1, 2. Now you've got alcohol detoxification. Player with the most, and a 2-player game gets 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have none, so I shouldn't get any, in my opinion. And then after that, it's the goals over here. Okay. So I had 3 protein hormones and 2 of these protein receptors. The protein receptors gives you 3 points each. That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Destroyed me.
And that protein hormones is 2 points. So that's 6 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And I got 2 points.
You got 2 points for
for having one of the
steroid hormone. Yeah, but the other ones, that was only a difference of 10 points actually. So that wasn't that bad. 10? The squares the rectangles look big. Yeah, you're on 44, I'm on 54. Oh. Yeah, so it wasn't that big of a jump actually. I thought. So I don't want to say final thoughts because this is only our first game, but first impressions, I love it. I initially said that this game was going to take a while, and admittedly it did. But I think by the 4th or 5th event or the round, we were actually flying. We were flying. Once we got our groove, we were able to knock out a round within 5 minutes. So my advice is, for your first and second game of the base game, expect maybe 2 hours of play time. Give yourself that extra time to get used to everything. On your 3rd or 4th game, that's where the 60 to 90 minute play time on the box starts kicking in. So definitely give yourself extra time. Again, there's this virus expansion that we didn't touch on. So if you are going to make use of this, also add some extra time to your game night to account for that. The components are beautiful. I love them. I love the Cytosis, the science behind the game. This is an extra pamphlet that came with the game that explains all about it and everything that you want to know about the game and why certain things are in here the way they are, and even goes into a lot of stuff that I probably didn't learn in biology class. To be fair, my eyes were like glazed over in biology class. I did the best I could, but this stuff is chemistry and physics were more my thing. But anyway, really cool. I love educational stuff like this. The rule book, again, pretty lengthy, so give yourself the extra time, but everything is laid out pretty well here. Again, it takes some time to get through all of this. Again, we may have made some rule goofs here and there, so don't take this verbatim as far as how to play the game, but this should give you a good chance as to look at how the game is played. Essentially, worker placement along with some resource chaining, in the sense that Spice Century. There's a game I recently covered that I don't remember the name of. It's like Spice Century or something like that, where you convert cubes to another color to turn in cards. Here you're doing much the same thing. Turn in black to turn into red, and then get those reds down here to turn in a card here. So not only is there worker placement, but there's also resource management and conversion. So what did you think?
I adored it. I wish this was a computer game.
You wish this was digital?
Yeah.
Is it because of it was difficult to keep track of everything, or because it's just easier for the computer to do all the maintenance behind it? Is that...
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's easier to keep track of stuff.
I agree. I like having a computer do because now we've got to clean all this up. So I'm like, I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
But there's plenty of baggies, so that's not an issue. No problem there. But yeah, I loved it. I think Ida Lee loved it too, and this is definitely a recommend. So go check it out if you guys haven't already. I have a YouTube channel out there. Obviously, you know that because you're watching it. Go subscribe if you haven't. That way you can keep up to date with any new content I'm going to publish. I also have a blog. For those of you that know that I have a blog, apologies, I haven't really posted on there lately. There's just so many games that I have that I can't keep up with written reviews anymore. I'm trying to do my board games content in video format now, due to all of the video game and board game content that I still have to pump out. So if I have time, I'll write a review on this if I can. In most cases, it's going to be a short blurb with a link to this video attached. But if I were to give it a rank or a grade or anything like that, I would definitely give it like a 9 or 10 out of 10 because this is absolutely beautiful. I love it. So yeah, there you go. Cytosis. Special thanks to Ida Lee for helping me out with this one. Yeah. This is Vince and Ida Lee. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys next time. Bye.